everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Black Knights going up against the Chiefs.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Running right, and right away, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, Burke being chased out left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Back to the air on second down. Burke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Burke. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. and there they get 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Your coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. Operating from the gun. Burke. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back down, Philly. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down. Burke. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit, back down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Leopard. All right, here we go. Detroit.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burke. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Off play action. Burke eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Let's go!
To throw on second down, Burke. Throw left side complete. It's Bowers. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Throwing on first down. Burke. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And an alley to run. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Going to give this time to the tailback, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Burke. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. The play fake. Burke. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing again. Burke. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
From the gun, Burke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
The timing and the faking on that play was so good, you almost think you're at a magical act, right? The magician has shown you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's created an illusion, and the illusion was they were going to throw the football. Looked like a pass play. Instead, it turned into a draw. Offensive lineman able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game, and that's why they picked up big yardage into the secondary.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Mahomes. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon... Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Burke. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now here comes Kansas City.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 61 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Off play action. Burke steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check, Patriot.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. No, check, Patriot.
And the back goes into motion. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Burke. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head. It's time.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Now, let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over. Detroit. Now, let's go.
From the gun, Burke. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Set. Blue 90.
On first down, Burke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill on the return.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And the wideout in motion. On 1st and 10, Burke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Off the play fake, Burke. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go. 3-19. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Watching that Barney. Let's go. Switch. Gun. Watching that Barney. Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down, Burke. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Let's go. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit. All right, here we go.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. The job 1 to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Off play action. Burke. Escaping. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. We don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Forced out to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing to start the drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw on second down, Burke. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw from his end zone. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And now here comes Kansas City. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Chiefs on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the playoffs look to be...